You know what's crazy to think about? I remember the first time I ever maxed this weight out. I want to say it was the very end of my junior year when I was 16 going on 17. I might have already been 17. But I might be wrong on that actually. I can't remember. It may have been senior year, but I think it was the very end of junior year because I struggled with my bench for the first 3 years. And then I finally stopped wrestling and then I was able to bulk. So I bulked from like 115 pounds up to like 140 in the course of 1 year. And a lot of it was fluff, obviously. But then my bench finally started going up and I started practicing it. I remember hitting 110. I recorded it on this old potato camera. This was way before I had a YouTube channel, so I didn't upload it anywhere. Just recorded it for myself. And I did it downstairs in my basement. I wish I still had it to show you guys. But it was horrible. It wasn't even a full rep. I went probably about halfway. Like I went about as high as like a floor press pretty much. And it was like one of these. I bring it down and I'm like, I just got it up. But it was the first time that I did that and it didn't just crash down on my chest. So I remember counting it and I was all souped. That's crazy. I remember when this was on max though. I remember watching like the big kids in high school do this and being like, oh damn, I can never do it. And now it's like, this is my light, sore, weak workout of the week. And I'm just doing this for close grip presses, as many reps as I can after the real bench pressing. It's really cool to step back and look at your own progress once in a while. Don't forget where you started from, where you came from. Good evening, family. I want you guys to look up a video right now for me. You will love this. This just motivated the crap out of me. Okay, so it's by this YouTuber, UF Powerlifter. It's abbreviated. 405-pound raw bench press at 153 pounds body weight is the title. This dude, as you can see, only has 177 subscribers, so he's not an actual YouTuber. But man, this video, I just happened to stumble across it, and I'm glad I did because it motivated the crap out of me. I am so driven to work so much harder in the gym now after watching this video. This kid is legitimately 153 pounds body weight. He just has those short, stocky Asian genetics. And he's pretty ripped. You can see his arms when he's loading the plates up. He's got some good cuts going on. But as you can see, his frame looks pretty damn natural. And he legitimately bench pressed 405 pounds raw. Now, I clicked this video expecting there to be some sort of a catch, right? Some sort of a catch that didn't make it count. Like maybe the spotter did all the work for him or something like that. Something that would make me watch the video and just go, oh, well, yeah, if you're counting that, then sure, I could even do that. But no, I watched the video and mine was blown. I just shared it on my fan page, the Nick Wright Bodybuilding page and Facebook. It's in the info box below. Just shared the link on it. It was a very clean, legitimate 405 pounds rep. Dude, I'm blown away. And I am so motivated to work hard. This kid just achieved my goal. And that brings me to my next point. My goal, guys. I've told my Instagram followers this, and I've shared it on social media and stuff like that. I don't know how much I've talked about it here on YouTube, though, so I figured I'd fill you guys in. Now that the meet is over, my next big goal, I have a ton of goals. I want to get my overall total up. I want to get my deadlift up to par. I want to get stronger for my next meet. You know, there's always tons of goals in the works. But one big goal that I've been chasing, and it's been a lifelong goal, and I'll tell you this, it'll be one of my single greatest personal achievements once I finally nail it down, is to bench press 405 pounds raw. That is my biggest goal in the world. It can be touch and go. In my opinion, a pause rep is just a criteria only within the sport of powerlifting. But the definition of a bench press does not call for a pause. Definition of a bench press specifically just calls for this motion. That's it. Pause is not the definition. So I count a touch and go, as long as we're not talking about a meet. But that is my biggest goal right there, to bench 405 pounds. And the reason is because when I first began benching, or lifting, when I first began lifting at 14 years old, I obviously had a very, very weak bench. My dad even warned me beforehand. My uncle as well. My uncle was a bodybuilder, very strong in all lifts except for his bench pressing. My genetics, my family, none of the men in my family are built for pressing. We have weak presses. So my bench press was always an uphill battle. And now it's a moderately strong lift for me now, but that's because of years and years and years and years of hard-ass work and focusing hard on it. When I first began lifting, though, I thought a 405-pound bench press was impossible for me. As a natural lifter with skinny boy genetics and just a genetically weak bench, I thought 405 was completely impossible. I thought a 3-plate bench would be amazing one day when I'm an adult, hopefully. thought 4 plates were out of the question. I thought the only people that hit 4 plates, if they were natural, they were built like linebackers. There may have been a couple of genetically gifted short dudes like myself that could bench that much, but they had to be like the few, the proud, and the brave. You know, like a Kyle Hunt who's just genetically built for pressing. Other than that, I thought the vast majority of 4-plate presses were all the steroided up IFBB Pro looking guys. That was it. I thought the Ronnie Colemans were the only dudes who were going to put on 4 plates, and it was never a reality for a natural skinny boy like myself. But obviously now I'm getting to the point where I'm realizing that's not true. I'm realizing a 405 bench is very obtainable for me. It's going to take a lot of hard work and precision, but it's obtainable. It's realistic. So the day I hit that 405-pound bench, guys, in my mind, personally, to me, that will be the single greatest achievement I've achieved within the fitness industry. Over any bodybuilding trophy, over getting my first magazine cover, any of it. That will mean the most to me. I'll be the most happy about that. Because think about it. The trophies and the magazine, all that stuff's great on paper, and it makes for a great resume and all that. But the 405 bench, dude, that is a personal achievement that counts whether there's a YouTube channel, cameras, whatever on me or not. That's just getting back to the nitty-gritty skill, the craft, the trade that you and I love, which is lifting weights. So when I do that 405 bench, man, that will be one of the greatest days of my life that you will witness when I do that. So that is my next huge goal that I've been thirsty for day and night. And seeing this kid's video just really, really, really fired me up and inspired me like crazy. So guys, I already liked it, as you can see. But if you go check this out, you'll get motivated as well. Shoot a comment to him. Let him know. I already commented on it as well, but comments equal support. Let him know that I sent you if you care to. If not, just check it out, man. You will love this video. For real. So that is the next long-term goal. I don't have an exact date for it, but I know I'm just going to spend all of 2015 chasing it. The pursuit for that 405-pound bench. Appreciate you guys watching with me. What's up, guys? It's 5:50 p.m. I finally got some sleep, so I'm here catching up on the dishes that I've let pile up, right? So I'm catching up on them. When I do dishes, it's a really boring task, so I like to have some sort of a stimulus. Sometimes it's music, but usually I like listening to creepypastas. Now, I've told you about creepypastas in the past. They're basically just horror stories that are read online. You don't have to watch them. It's the same picture usually all the way through. It's just audio, so you just listen and you can do whatever activity you want while you listen. It's good stimulus. It makes the dishes go by faster. Now, if you guys have a MacBook Pro, you know the speakers on the smaller MacBook Pros, like what I have, they're pretty quiet. So when you have the water running and you're clanking dishes around, you really can't hear your speakers at all on this thing. Totally forgot about my little Knievel speaker over here, but it came in clutch. So I just wanted to take a quick second to give credit where credit's due and give a little bit of love to Knievel.com for this bad boy. Listen to how loud this thing goes.
As there were no signs of a struggle save for the slit across her neck. The perpetrator had then moved upstairs and killed the 3-year-old daughter in her bedroom.
You can hear everything. So that little bad boy is pretty clutch right there. And it's Bluetooth too.
Far from hard though, so we're tripping like a bitch. You get in the car, so
Hey, what it do, old chaps? It is Friday now. It's Friday afternoon, about 3 p.m. And we are concluding week 1 of Simon's new training program. So this is the very last day. We're wrapping up the entire week. I did not show you the active recovery days, but I'll show you those soon enough. I kind of skipped those because I was incredibly sore. Being my first day back in training since my meet and just being on a new program altogether. So I just made them restful recovery days instead of active recovery days, but they're not super important anyway. We'll show you guys those next week. So today is my dynamic upper body day. So we're working on, again, technique and speed. The designated weight today was 65% of my 1 rep paused max on the bench press, which is 340 pounds. 65% of that is 221 pounds. So I loaded the bar up with 225 because, if you guys recall in that video in which I weighed my weights out, the 245s I'm using on either end of this bar are slightly lighter than 45 pounds. So it actually comes close to about 221. Anyway, the goal today was, again, working on speed and technique, since we're not using super heavy weight, and to do 3 paused reps with a wide grip, 3 paused reps with a regular grip, and 3 paused reps with a close grip. And then repeat that 3 times over. So basically 3 sets of 3 paused with each different grip variation. And the grip variation, of course, is going to be subjective to the lifter. So when it says wide grip, I went about a full hand wider than my normal hand positioning. When it said normal grip, I grip how I would normally grip it. And then it said close grip, I grip my close grip. Pretty straight and forward. One thing I noticed is that the wide grip felt the strongest for me. It felt really strong. I've always been partial to a wider grip in general, but I might try widening my grip a little bit more when I bench press regularly next time. Not as wide as I did today. That was a little extreme, and that's dangerous for your shoulders, but I'm going to try to widen it just a little bit next time I bench heavy and see how it feels. Might be a new way to go.
Next up is floor pressing, 70%, as many reps as possible. 2 sets, so 2 sets as many reps as possible. I don't really know exactly what 70% of my floor press is, but I'm going to guess it's right around this weight-ish.
I should probably specify that in a powerlifting program, specifically Simon's, as many reps as possible means as many clean reps as possible. So try to avoid the grinders and definitely do not go to failure, because failing, though it looks badass and feels badass, is actually not too good for your central nervous system. It does a lot of taxing on your CNS, and as a natural lifter, that can actually have an impact negatively on your workout for the next session ahead of you and hinder your overall strength progression. So you want to try to avoid that. It's natural for us to want to add more weight if the designated weight feels really light, guys. I understand that, and I've fallen victim to that as well. But take advantage of it. If it feels easy, work on making it as fast as you can make the rep. Remember, build strength. Don't test it always.
Next up, we have 2 sets of close grip bench pressing. Once again, as many reps as possible per each set. So 65% of my close grip max is what it calls for. Close grip max as of this week is 325. So 65% is about 211 pounds. Rounded to about 210 pounds. So 210, as many reps as I can close grip, twice in a row. I got to get the bars over there for safety pins in case I gas myself out here. Ah! You know what I just realized? There's a couple of small B-shit shirts left. I didn't even realize that. And there's one small green zip-up hoodie left too. And then we have a few of the women's tank tops. Those move here and there. Yeah, we have just a small little handful of stuff left over on the website still that I totally forgot was even there. Because we've been sold out of pretty much everything the entire time, so I forgot about like these couple of little stragglers.
So next up was just some accessory work to basically wrap up the workout. Simon called for 4 sets of 15 reps cable push down. Now obviously I don't have cables in my house, so I settled for some skull crushers. And I kept the weight pretty damn light because we've been hitting triceps and everything pretty damn hard all week, so lighter weight, focusing on the reps.
Ain't this some shit? So this bar, I'm surrounded by freaking cheap bars that are breaking on me. This bar, just like the bench press bar at my gym the other day, is uneven now. Now this one, I mean, I can kind of understand because this bar is old as hell. And it's really cheap. It's one of those Gold's Gym bars. But I have to counteract it. See, look. We got a 25 and a 5 on that side. 25, a 5, and a 2.5 on this side. Because when I was just skull crushing it with just 25s on, it felt like all the weight was on this side and none was on this side at all. It's so annoying. When cheap bars like these, whether they're Olympic or curl, you just have so many components inside here that can come loose and whatnot, and it can throw off the entire weight of the bar. It's so obnoxious. When I one day get my own gym, like a legit gym, I'm going to invest in all really nice bars. Like nice ass Alico, or actually Ivanko bars are even better. Texas Power bars, Oki bars, everything's going to be nice. No more of these cheap bars.
Okay, so welcome to the last several seconds of the entire video ever. Finish it off with 4 sets of 15 reps or 25 reps? 15 reps, I think. Yeah, 15 reps. Bent over barbell rows, kept it very light for the same reason I kept triceps light, and it felt amazing. It burned like crazy. I'm going to get jacked one day off this program. Subscribe!